Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. It's day 3 here over at Computex in Taiwan, so just one more day left of show floor browsing for us content creators, and there's no doubt been a lot of hype over this truly budget case offering from Deepcool, their new Matrexx 55. I thought I'd give you guys my take on the case and whether or not it's worth it for your budget build. Before that though, a quick word from MSI for making this trip possible. Arm yourself with game-changing performance that only MSI GeForce GTX 10 series graphics cards can deliver. Give yourself the competitive edge you're looking for in even the most challenging titles. Fast, powerful, and made to game. Visit the link in the description now to learn more. Okay, so this is the budget case that everyone's been talking about. $40, a tempered glass side panel and front panel, RGB on the front, and one included fan which Deepcool said will be configured as exhaust but not RGB. There's also a light strip running down the front of the case which Deepcool said is compatible with AuraSync from ASUS and Mystic Light from MSI, and that alone I think is pretty neat. When chatting to Deepcool about the case, they were quick to show me their considerations for airflow as well, and said that despite the front panel being closed off, they have added sufficient ventilation through just in front of the side panels so that the front intake fans can actually pull air from somewhere. It is a mesh material as well, although I'm not sure if it is removable. The case has support for a 360mm radiator in the front and up to a 280 at the top as well, and it's great to see a removable magnetic dust filter at the top even in this price range. I/O is fairly standard, one single USB 3.0 and two USB 2.0, and your standard mic and headphone jack as well. The case is finished in matte black, with the front panel material being a hard plastic and the rest of the case being steel. Cable management is good enough for a case in this price range. There's no routing channels or Velcro straps or anything like that from what I can see, but the main issue that I typically see from budget cases in this regard is that there's never enough room between the motherboard tray and the side panel, but here that's not a problem. For storage, there's two 3.5-inch drive bays towards the front of the case in the interior, and another two 2.5-inch drive bays on the back of the motherboard tray. So, what are the main drawbacks when it comes to this case? Well, I'm not quick to complain because, again, the case is basically on the market for pocket change, but one thing that may be of concern is no power supply shroud. For those who really want that bottom compartment concealed, I'd recommend stepping it up to the Phanteks P300 or NZXT's new H500. But as I said before, $40, I am really nitpicking at this point. One other thing to keep in mind is that if you do get your hands on this case, try your best to take care of the front and side tempered glass panels, as they are tinted from the outside and not the inside, and so at least on the demo models it did look like the tint was starting to peel a little bit from the edges. The side panel is also not blacked out on the perimeters like you would find on the more expensive options, but again, totally nitpicking. Overall, a really solid case, and I'd love to get this one on the review table to test out the thermals and overall building experience. For $40, it looks like an excellent option for your budget builds, and release date is set to be in September. Now, there were two more Matrexx cases from Deepcool at the booth here, and these were the Matrexx 70 for $60 and the Matrexx 75 for $90. These two options are pretty similar to the 55, but now step it up to the top mounted radiator support to 360mm. The Matrexx 75 also has the option to swap to an included mesh front panel for improved airflow, as without it there isn't any breathing room from the sides like what we can see with the Matrexx 55 and 70. None of the three cases come with a power supply shroud, which I thought was a bit odd, especially for the $90 version, and it's for this reason that if I were to pick one of the three cases here, it would definitely be the cheapest option, the Matrexx 55. The Matrexx 70 is a good option as well though, and here you're at least getting the blacked out perimeters on the side of the panels, which tell us that they are in fact different to the $40 option. So, is the Matrexx 55 worth $40? Well, I think by now you can see that the obvious answer is yes, and as I said before, you can expect a review on one or two of these cases in the near future. If you have a budget build planned for September or afterwards, then definitely keep your eyes peeled for this case. I'd love to know what you guys think of it though, and if you can see any compromises that I perhaps missed out on, let me know in the comment section down below. As always guys, a huge thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more Computex coverage coming out later tonight, and I will see you all in the next one.